Good morning. I see Andy's here this morning, but yet she's not showing up as in the chat right now. So I hope everything's all right. I hope you're still here. But today's one of those slow days. It got cold again today. In fact, let me give you an example of how cold it is. Yeah, I moved the camera. I moved the desk a little bit. In Franklin, the conditions is sunny with a temperature of 34. The wind's blowing from the west northwest at 7 miles per hour. Current humidity is 70%. So, Andy, I wonder what it's doing at your place. Seem to have lost everybody now. But it's been pretty slow. I think today's we're only going to go 90 minutes if we go that long. Depends on if this stream gets to popping a little later or not. Today's February 21st already. And you have 2 weeks until spring. So I hope you're getting all your plants lined up. You can't see all my plants over there yet. And I didn't open up that curtain yet. But it's all those sweet potato plants are going good. And see what days will I be planting more of them? Will be have to look on here. The 22nd, you start planting again. According to the Farmer's Almanac planting calendar, they go by the moon. February 22nd through the 24th, excellent planting window for vine crops such as squash, cucumbers, melons, and flowering plants. Seeds starting now grow fast and strong. February 25th through the 27th is good for transplanting, ideal for moving seedlings into bigger pots and sowing leafy greens. Then February 28th and March 1st, best days for peas and greens. Strong leaf growth energy, perfect for peas, lettuce, spinach, and early spring greens. And there's Andy back. Welcome back, Andy. Weather in West Plains, conditions are cloudy with a temperature of 38. The wind is blowing from the northeast at 13 miles per hour. The current humidity is 54%. But it was kind of chilly this morning. In my apartment, without the extra heat going on, it's 71 degrees, 45% humidity. I know you're just as cold. You're 4 degrees warmer than I am. And your wind's just a little bit more blowing a little harder than mine is. Got some sad news yesterday morning. Lucy's best friend died. Buster, who was a pit bull, He was put down yesterday morning. He's going to be sorely missed by both Lucy and I. He wasn't that old. He was very young. He was only about, maybe at the most, 8 years old. Let's see what the life expectancy of a pit bull is. Eight to 15 years. Well, he didn't look old, with an average lifespan of roughly 12 to 14 years. But he still looked like a young pup. I don't, he started all of a sudden, he wouldn't eat, he wouldn't drink, he didn't want to move. And so Mike took him to the vet and they put him down. He had lost, he only weighed half his normal weight. Yeah, he was a pretty brindle Roddy. I mean, brittle pit bull. I know that is so sad. No, Mike said something about they figured he had worms and he was just old. His body just gave out on him. But see, he didn't have any of the bumps that Lucy's got or anything. So different breeds go downhill different ways. Yeah, it is. It is sad because him and Lucy, they were best buds. That was really sad. Buster, that's about what it is. I mean, and dogs hide their pain. I mean, you never know when they're actually in pain unless they cry out, and that's usually when they get a sharp pain. But yeah, you don't. They hide their sickness very well because that's part of what they do. Survival. Now Mike's got to take his walks on his own. He don't have Buster with him. I agree, Andy. That is one reason not to feed dog food anymore. Hell, Lucy eats more human food than she does dog food. I think he needs time to grieve first. It is sad when you lose your buddy. I mean, the other half of you. Good morning, Matt. Good to see you today. You are going live tomorrow, right? No, I'll show you what I was talking about on the planning by the moon. Oh, that's going to be so cool, Matt. Planning, painting yarrow with yarrow. That's going to be cool. Now, see, according to the planning thing, the gardening from Farmer's Almanac, today's the 21st. So you don't do any planting today. You let the soil rest. February 24th through 22nd through the 24th is excellent planting window. Fantastic for vine crops, squash, cucumbers, melons, and flowering plants. Well, since sweet potatoes are vines, those would be great days. February 25th through the 27th is great for transplanting. So that is Wednesday through Friday. And February 28th to March 1st is best days for planting peas and greens. Strong leafy growth, perfect for peas, lettuce, spinach, and early spring greens. Oh, and it's good planting all the way to March 4th. So good planting between the 22nd of February to March 4th. Even though if you can't do it outside, you can do it inside. And since I completely sat here and was waiting for Matt to go live last week, and all of a sudden he was over. I spaced out on him. Oh boy. Hey, Willie. So, what is your last frost date? Now, because according to these beets, you plant it a month before your last frost date. Mine's May 1st, but I'm probably going to be planting this earlier than that. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here is going to be the link for it. Hey, Fuzzy. And hey, Nita. Nita, it's been a long time since I've seen you in today. Okay, here is where you can figure out your last frost date. See, for May 1st, it's for my city or my zip code. You know, Willie, you could always plant in pots this year. You need to type exclamation point and the word quail, and it'll drop your link for you, dear. Let's see. What is your zip code, Andy? Okay, 65775. April 15th, Andy, is your last spring frost. So you're about 2 weeks before me. Well, I don't have any quail right now, Nita. I'm in this apartment. I can't have anything. Matt, what's your zip code? Okay, 87105. April 24th is your last frost date right there. So you should be a couple weeks ahead of me on your planning. Nita, have a blessed day. That's what you do in my zone, Andy. No, I would. You can not if you want a spring garden. If you want a spring garden, Like on these beets, 1 month before your last frost, you're supposed to plant it. Plant the seeds if you're direct sowing. So I'll show you. Well, that's what Chris says and does. Chris is like I am. He's old, but he doesn't keep informed on the new things. But here, let me get rid of that. Yeah, that's for tomatoes and peppers. The spring garden, you can start that. You can hear. Well, it's turned around. Let me get it, fix this. So you guys can read this. There you go. Recommended a month before last expected frost. So directly outside. Sweet potatoes, you have to wait until after the frost. You want the ground to warm up a little bit before you do the sweet potatoes. That's why you keep them in. Well, you're going to be doing them in a pot, so that's a different story altogether. But you wait till Mother's Day before you put your tomatoes, your hot peppers, and that in. But at the last frost date, your beets and radishes should have been in a month before then. Yeah, fingerling potatoes and stuff like that. Yeah, you can do that right after the last frost date. As soon as the ground is soft enough for you to work it. Hey, Willie, what's your zip code? I can find out when your last frost date is. Yeah, double crop. Get a double crop that way, Andy. The sweet potatoes. If you got them in pots, you can roll those pots out during the warmest part of the day. Good morning, Amy. And then bring them in at night when it's too cool for them. Until Mother's Day. At Mother's Day, you can leave them outside all the time. So if anybody wants to keep access to the Farmer's Almanac frost dates calculator, here's the link. Hey, Desiree, good to see you this morning. Amy, I've got about 17 or 18 sweet potato plants. And starting tomorrow, I can work on the other 17 or 18 sweet potato plants, slips that are waiting to be transplanted. And you only got 1 or 2 weeks before you guys should start receiving your slips. One year, I don't know if they were radishes to go for the pods or not, but I had radish pods that I couldn't get enough of. And then the more I ate, the more of a bellyache I got. Be careful. Yeah, if you're not used to something, sometimes it can do that to you. That's why you eat new foods you introduce to your body a little at a time. Just like Jerusalem artichokes. And he says she doesn't remember getting a bellyache from them. I tell you what, though, Amy, if you are eating microgreens, radish microgreens, or or radish sprouts, that might help get you ready to be able to eat the seed pods. Oh yeah, I can see that. Yep. So let me see what I haven't much for mine. Mine's 164 days. I don't know how yours is 179 days. Wow. You're farther north than I am, but you got more growing days? That's unusual. And he said she didn't pick all of her radishes. And when she got the seed pods, they looked so much like peas or close. So I ate one, and oh, I didn't waste them. Amy said she never had to get herself acclimatized to foods except for spicy stuff. But you got to remember, radishes got a little bit of spice in them. So it could have been that could have been why you had problems with the seed pods. Hey, Phaedros. I know, Andy, you're so lucky. 191 days of growing. Oh, yours was based on Circleville? Yeah, so that's an all around winner for you, Matt. All this information may be a little outdated because it says here that it's calculated using the 1991 to 2020 climate normals from NOAA. So maybe earlier than that. Oh, Steve. So you got a new name, huh, cuz? Yeah, Matt, you got it good. So, Steve, you haven't really done anything on that channel yet. Oh, that is great. With all the work you guys already started doing. And Amy wants to know where the new property is, cuz. This is my phone account. Will be more listening than texting. Okay. Amy wants to know if you're still in Tennessee, if it's still in Tennessee. And Andy's saying congratulations. So how many acres did you get, Steve? So you know he's going to have more than 179 growing days in his new place. We haven't seen Erica in a while. She's in Southwest Arkansas. Let me get some more coffee here. Mississippi on Lake Enid around the corner from where I stay now. Oh, it's in Mississippi. Okay. But I still got a good um let's see when the last frost date is for Lake Enid. I won't do it without the zip code. Erica wants to visit her mom. That's right. Her mom and dad. It's hard for me to keep everybody up. Steve's got a better memory for that than I do. Okay. It's 38658. 38658. April 4th is your last spring frost. 206 grow days. Three, 6, 5, 8. Make sure I did the right one. Yeah, I did. But I guess for Batesville to Southwest Missouri is the nearest climate station. And it says April 4th is your last frost date. And your first frost date is October 28th, gives you 206 growing days. Yeah, that is very interesting. Steve, I'm going to need your mailing address because I want to send you some purple sweet potato plant planted slips. Good morning, Dawn. Hello, Bushy County. What a fun name. Yeah, Andy says her dad's last frost date, because he's in Texas, is March 22nd. He has 232 go dates. So he would have to already plant these Chattanooga beets. I know, Amy. That's what I liked about Little Rock, Arkansas. You had better growing season. Yeah, because you're usually picking your first tomatoes around my birthday when you're in Arkansas. Andy, I think you can get some hardy olive trees for your area, or and hardy kiwis. Because the hardy olive trees can survive cold down to 10 degrees of 7 Bs and 8 once established. And hardy kiwi, they're about the size of a grape, of a large grape. Dawn, how did your rabbits fare during the storms yesterday? And Amy wants to know if you grew the fuzzy or the hardy kiwi. Yeah, a hardy kiwi you can grow in zones 4 through 9. So Amy, you could grow those yourself. 6 babies, Dawn? 6 kits, Dawn? And there's Witch Doctor. Good morning, stranger. So it's good to, once she can make her time to come in. 6 live kits and 1 dead she had on the wire. Well, that was a first timer, right? Wow. In Arizona, that has an olive grove to get domestic olive oil. Exactly. Now, it's always better late than never. Let me get that hardiness zone out there again. Now, what is your zip code? What's the wrong thing? Three seven seven two five. Okay, 37725. Okay, May 2nd is your last frost date. You only have 162 days growing season. That's a day later than my last frost date. You must be a little higher elevation. See, I don't cook breakfast. I have cereal for breakfast. The earliest I cook is noontime. Yeah, your last frost date is May 2nd. Mine is May 1st. Yeah, you're up higher, so you're in a higher elevation, so that's why yours is later than mine. Okay, 62051. Hillsboro, Illinois. Last spring frost is April 19th. You have 181 days growing season. Your last spring frost is April 19th. You wanted her underwater, Andy? So, Dawn, right now is when you should be planting your beets and radishes. And you can also plant your lettuce and some of your leafy greens. Ain't that the truth? Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to show you guys again. You plant by the moon. And today's the 21st. So February 22nd through the 24th is fantastic for planting vine crops such as squash, cucumbers, and melons, and flowering plants. Seeds started now grow fast and strong. Through the 25th through the 27th, good for transplanting, ideal for moving seedlings into bigger pots and sowing leafy greens. Roots handle disturbance well now. February 28th, March 1st is the best days for planting peas and greens. Grow with strong leaf growth energy, perfect for peas, lettuce, spinach, and early spring greens. Then March 2nd through the 4th is excellent early spring planting days. Top tier for peas, kale, spinach, lettuce, and early brassicas outdoors where soil is workable. Indoors, it's great for tomatoes and peppers. Mother's Day is time for planting your tomatoes and peppers. And Mel says her allergies already telling her winter's over with. Andy went to the feed store yesterday and saw onions and potatoes out. And Dawn uses hydroponics for her radishes. Well, Amy, you're going to be getting some of the purple sweet potatoes. Oh, wow. See, that goes into the moon's location and what it's good for on the garden. That's the old farmer's almanac thing. Andy, you need to change your tubs around. Amy says she has euthanasia and poppies in winter garden mill jugs outside, and she started planting seeds indoors this week. Mother's Day for most warm crops. Others have to wait until June. And Desiree butchered a quail recently. Come on, computer, cooperate with me today. I'm trying to get this. You got to shorten this URL here so that I can share it with you guys. Okay, here you guys go for Farmer's Almanac, Planting by the Moon calendar. Oh, and you might finally get the quail plucker Monday. Does she starts her outdoor garden seeds in hydroponics and then move them to the back porch until it's time to plant them in the ground. That's a good way to do it. Yeah, you never can tell. Yeah, Amy. The purple sweet potato plant that I'm going to be giving you, you're going to really love it. That purple sweet potato is the difference between that and the standard sweet potato is like the difference in taste of a store bought tomato and a homegrown tomato. There's so much, it's so much stronger in flavor and better. Well, Steve's a band king, Harvest, does sing Dancing in the Moonlight. Well, Mel, email me your address and I'll send you one of the plants. First or second week of March. Because it is a deep purple flesh. The flesh of the potato is a deep purple. Let me see here real quick. If you haven't seen the short on tasting the sweet potato, there you go. And you'll see it's just as purple as my turtleneck. Because they've had so many returns, maybe? Good morning, Joseph. And in Lawton, conditions are sunny with a temperature of 38 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind's blowing from the north at 20 miles per hour, and current humidity is 50%. You're about as cold as I am right now, Joseph. Because right now we're finally up to 37 degrees. Yes, Joseph, I did. Inside of an apartment in the hallway. It takes a couple of years, 2 to 5 years to grow a pineapple. But the plants are good as a decoration, if nothing else. In Irving, the conditions are snow showers with a temperature of 28, and the wind is blowing from the northwest at 11 miles per hour. Oh, Dawn, that is terrible. Tornadoes last night and snow this morning. Andy, add a little oatmeal to that corn. They like corn and oatmeal. Oatmeal and cornmeal mixed together is a good fattening mixture for quail. About 2 weeks before you process them. Shoulders hurting all the way into my neck right now. Yeah, I think you would have to grow into a pot because you have to bring it in when it gets cold there, Joseph. Amy, you didn't put a space between your weather and your zip code. Winter's back. I didn't have storms or tornadoes. Only a big raccoon ate the extension cord to the heat lamp in the rabbit cage. Oh, I thought you had tornadoes. It was getting shocked when Tim pulled the wire out from the trap. Amy, weather is conditions are sunny with temperature of 34. The wind is blowing from the northwest at 6 miles per hour. Current humidity is 71%. Is it going inside or outside now? And have you got a pineapple from it? Because they only produce one pineapple per plant. They're as bad as bananas. Yeah, we had to bring my wife's hibiscus in the house. Yep. I just looked at my seed starting table and realized it was covered with butternut squash. So now it is going into everything I cook. And Steve is saying, quit cussing. The raccoon ate 10 foot of extension cord. The kits survived that. Inside, not yet, but it was straight. It was in straight water for a year. Oh, wow. I planted them as soon as they got little little white roots coming out. Yeah, they're finicky. They need a lot of nutrition rich soil. And Joseph, I don't think any of us are really a fan of it. But I'd take snow over ice any day though. Yeah, that's just mud, Andy. To me, that's just mud because once it melts, it's mud. The ground here is so soaked, it's pathetic. Yep. Freezing rain is the killing game. We did. We had the siren went off for about 10 minutes here, but where it was actually spotted was like about 20 or so miles away. Andy's got 4 turkey eggs. Have you ate any of them yet, Andy? I'd be curious to find out what they taste like. Gonna make breakfast for dinner tomorrow. That's the way we do it. The only thing better than breakfast for dinner is when you have a reverse dinner. A reverse dinner is where you start with your dessert and end with your salad. Well, that's why you need Muscovies and a couple turkeys. Yeah, breakfast for dinner is awesome. You have a blessed day, Matt. See you tomorrow. See Matt tomorrow on his Matt Ross channel. You need to eat one, Andy, and tell us how they taste. Oh, I've never ate duck eggs either. Amy says duck eggs are amazing to bake with, Mel. I would be happy to send you some. The girls are nosing around looking for a worthy nest. Dawn says, I've had many dessert first dinners. That's the fun of being an adult. Yep. Well, Sierra's right. It should taste like a regular egg, but sometimes they have a little stronger aftertaste and stuff. That's okay, Dawn. We forgive you. Yeah, ducks have a little more fat in it. And Desiree had a few duck eggs years ago, and by a few, she means 2. Eddie's husband wonders if his pet turkey's eggs are going to taste like tacos because that's what his turkey likes to eat. Dawn says she found out from the doctor yesterday she needs foot and ankle surgery. It's not a sprain. Don't want surgery again. I understand that, Dawn, because they want to do surgery on my shoulder. And yeah. Hurry back, Joseph. I'm beginning to wonder if all the doctors are surgery hungry right now. They're all probably looking to pay for their vacation homes. Ricky says he was a human pincushion, so he finally had to start saying no to surgeries. Yeah. I told him we're going to try therapy first. Yeah, they don't like it when you won't fill their coffers. Don says they're checking with the surgeon and did her knees, and if he says I won't need it or do it himself, I'd say okay, but we have to wait. I'm in no hurry. Don't blame you. Yeah, I agree, Darn. I mean, Amy. Andy's husband needs to get a second opinion from a different doctor. All that was his second opinion, doctor. They both said he needed surgery, Andy. Dawn says hers is another bone issue or lengthened tendon. No more cutting out bones. Of course, I can't walk on it for part of every day, but it's livable. Desiree saying, don't forget different diagnosis. Maybe, Andy. Good morning, Chef. Nice to see you. Yeah, differential. Oh, I say different. Well, you guys, we got about 13 minutes, and I'm going to call it an end. Isn't that chemical, Dawn? Yep, chef. Drop your store link because Mel needs some more spices. She needs some more rubs. I can't find my link on it. Chef, I can't find my link right now. I am not seeing it on my list. Ah, there it is. All righty, Annie. Well, thank you, Mal. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I'll tell you what, that summer heat is great on popcorn. That's my favorite thing, is the summer heat. His salt rubs are great. And he's got the low salt versions of a few of them too. I used to have a propane smoker, Andy, and it was nice. You make your own liquid smoke and everything while you're each time you do it. Yeah, darn, smoked quail would be great. So would smoked rabbit. The Shack restaurant in Little Rock, Arkansas, 45 years ago, used to smoke people's turkeys, smoke you a turkey for Thanksgiving and stuff. Oh, that is great. Mel. Her and peppers will go into the smoker this year and then the freeze dryer. That's wonderful. And see, even the chef says smoked quail is so good, wrapped in bacon, of course. Go ahead and drop it in. We got 7 minutes to go, you guys. You gotta wait. You got a half an hour to wait, Lucy. I know, you're so lovey dovey. Come on up. Yes, come on up. Say hi to everybody. She says she doesn't want to jump right now. She just wants loving. Yeah, Shack was a barbecue restaurant, and they used to smoke it. Desiree, Lucy gets her treat after she goes potty. And we got to stop at the beauty shop. She gets a lot of treats there, too. Okay, you guys, there's Steph's video on smoked quail. Up. But you can wait a few more minutes. Yes. Yeah, that's why people can see it later. You can wait. What? Okay. If you want up there, come on up. If not, I'm going to go back to watching the screen. Okay? She just wants attention so bad it's pathetic right now. Yeah, Mel, she just wants attention from me. Mel says hi, Lucy. Oh, she's walking kind of funny right now. She's in a little bit of pain. That's why she can't come up. Oh yeah, Andy. We hope everything comes out right. No, she's not walking that kind of funny. She's walking old lady funny, Desiree. Get out of the kitchen, Lucy. You know better than that. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I hope everything comes out, whether cooperating and everything else. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, Andy. extra collagen won't help what she's having problems with lumps. You have a blessed day, Amy. Medium size is I think 35 or 45 pounds. Yep, that's what mine is. Well, you all, it is time for me to head out. Everybody have a blessed day. Remember, starting tomorrow for about 2 weeks, you got a great time for planting. So have a blessed day and keep growing.